Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are back with the best career add-on in my opinion, NeoFly. I've received a lot of questions as far as comparing it to other career applications, and today I'm going to hopefully answer some of those for you guys while we're up and flying, so stick around. If you are interested in acquiring any of my overkills tutorial guides from Microsoft Flight Simulator, or simply interested in supporting the channel, please consider joining us on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future releases that come down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below.
Overkill simulations, watch us as we fly. Overkill simulations, the thrill will never die.
Alright my friends, so let's go ahead and pick a mission. We're going to do just a short flight today, nothing crazy. We're literally going to make a jump over to the next airport. You guys can see here where we are. We're at TJIG and we're going to TJSJ. It's a 6-mile flight, very short time, just enough for us to chat a little bit. Like I said, I've received a lot of questions as far as what my preference is between NeoFly and other products, and I figured this would be a fun way to sort of describe that. So let's just go ahead and get one on board here. If I can remember it, there it is. That's the one. Bam! Add to the job.
Hello, pilot. Your passengers are waiting for you. Let me know when we can send them.
Don't tell me what to do, bro.
Transporter, boarding has started.
Cool, get on board. Alright, so let's see what we're missing here. Let's go over to the flight. 373 pounds. Well, let's lighten that up because we don't need that much, so. Wrong one. Are we really rocking 679 pounds? No way. We are 629 pounds.
Transporter, boarding is complete.
I think
You
we're
can start your
still
flight.
over what we needed. Yep, 373. We needed 373. We're at 396, so we're a little heavier than what's required. So sounds good to me. Now let's see here. What else we got? Fuel seems to be, everything else seems to be good. Okay, got all of our requirements for the XP bonus. We're just making our jump. Let's get out of here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that off the screen. There we go. And we'll move this off my screen. And let's get in the cockpit. Alright, let's just get her started up. Get that battery power on. Close our doors. Clear the chocks. Clear the tie downs. Keep the wheel fairings on. I'm going to let the auto fuel selector rock today. We're flying from the desk today because the cockpit is currently under construction. So I don't have a lot of my buttons and switches today. So we're going to keep it simple for us. I just want to have some fun. But let's make sure our fuel is turned on. It looks like it is indeed. Looks like I didn't shut it off last time. Alright, switch that over to the left tank. And let's see here. We should probably actually see how much fuel we have. So let's go mixture to full. Fuel pump on. Alright, left tank, right tank. Actually, it looks like the right tank has more fuel in it. Let's go ahead and kick it back over to the right tank. Okay. And let's see what else we got. Anti-collision lights. Barometric pressure set. Wrong button. Avionics switch. Alright, mixture's to full, throttle's cracked. Let's let it rip. Good engine start.
Where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Alright, and we will be switching over to the Pimax Crystal Light. I'm going to be doing a, what is it, 5-month review, 3-month review now of the Crystal Light tomorrow, so hope you guys stay tuned for that video. Alright, landing lights, taxi lights are all the same in this particular aircraft, so we're going to flip that on. And I think we're good to go. Now it's just a matter of acquiring some MEDAR information. I think we can do that from our tablet here. What do we got? It says no wins. Because those of us who believe that, right? Let's check our... Oops, what did I hit? What did I hit? There we go. Let's see what the weather looks like out here today. MEDAR. No MEDAR available. Alright, let's go check the windsock. I hate when it does that. Should be one right there. Alright, got our direction at least. Let me switch over to the crystal light and we'll fly. Alright, so the 411 on why NeoFly and how it compares to others. So here's the thing, the one that was coming up the other day, and I can't remember what the name of it is now, but they're all basically the same in comparison to NeoFly as far as why I still choose NeoFly over the rest. The other career add-ons seem to be focused more on commercial, and they don't seem to be as laxed as NeoFly. And what I mean, NeoFly isn't for everybody. It is a great application for flying locations that you've never flown before, doing odd jobs that you wouldn't normally do if you weren't flying in NeoFly, and little surprises like required diversions, passengers that have warrants, and things like that. So NeoFly is fantastic for me because it's more entertaining. If you are looking for much more realism and accuracy in the requirements of the flight itself, pretty much any of the other career add-ons are the way to go. The thing about the other career add-ons is, like I said, they seem to be focused primarily on commercial flight, airspeed alive, 60 knots, rotating. Yeah, so they seem to be
Pilot,
focused
have a nice flight.
much more on, everything else there. So NeoFly is going to be much more beneficial for someone who's just looking for something fun to do. You don't know where you want to fly. You want a purpose to fly. There is still penalty. Like, if I were to, for example, stall the aircraft right now, I would lose a ton of points for scaring my passengers. You still have time deadlines, cargo losses. Cargo can be damaged. Landings are still rated. One of the cool things about NeoFly that I like is you can just go up one day in your airplane and do touch and goes and get experience points. You won't get any money or anything out of it, and you'll burn your fuel and stuff. But it has things like that. Oh wait, I want to go the other way. What am I doing? Yeah. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for the full commercial experience and you want to really have that full schedule, monitoring the way you fly perfectly and all that jazz, and you're just looking for the career aspect of it, then some of the other career add-ons are probably the way to go. But if you're like me and you were looking for something that's going to be entertaining, it's going to be more fun, it's going to have little surprises and things that are going to keep the flight itself interesting for you. It's going to throw curveballs at you on occasion. It's going to have some humor in it at times. NeoFly is definitely it. At the same token, there's a lot of really cool things about NeoFly that you won't find in other career add-ons, such as search and rescue missions, firebombing missions, cargo transport into rural areas, medical transport, all kinds of really cool things. So NeoFly is going to have much more of a diverse experience. You're going to find, or I should say more dynamic. The other thing that I really like about NeoFly is you can actually stack missions. So, for example, we're flying from TJIG over to TJSJ. I could have added another one, say, from TJSJ back to TJIG, and you can stack them. So, essentially, we would put 2, 3, 4 missions all together at once. We would land, and then, take off, get maybe our new cargo or new passengers from the next airport, and then come back in. You know what I mean? So it really just depends on what you're looking for. The other cool thing is about NeoFly, you can find yourself in situations where you may be diverted from weather. So let's say you have to divert to another airport temporarily for weather purposes. While you're at that other airport, you may find another mission going to your original destination, so you've essentially picked up 2 jobs with 1 flight. So it's things like that. It really just depends on what you're looking for in a career add-on. For me, NeoFly has been the most fun. It's the easiest for me to do as a full-time employee, content creator, father of 3, single father of 3 at that, all that jazz. It just makes it a bit easier for me to get into NeoFly than some of the more in-depth career add-ons. But I don't want to take away from those other career add-ons at all. They're all great software. Pilot's Life, that was the one that came up in question. It was called a Pilot's Life. That is my destination, right? Nope. Although, what airport is this? We'll go around it. That one doesn't even look like it's on the map. Why am I descending so hard? Trim up. Trim up. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button that entire time. Talk about feeling like a dork. Did I not set my trim in this aircraft? Because I am not trimming. I am not. Well, that's on the to-do list, isn't it? Nope, I did not. That was dumb. So anyway, again, it really just depends on what you're looking to do. This is our airport. That is absolutely where we need to be going. I just haven't zoomed in too far. Alright, well. Let's turn it around and we'll get into our horrible approach. And that's the other really nice thing about NeoFly. It has long missions, it has short missions. Like this is just a little 6-mile flight, nothing crazy. Terrible pattern approach, by the way. This is awful. But it wouldn't be overkill without the terrible space shuttle approach from an absolutely awful entry point. But it's pretty. And we're still gonna nail it. Ready. And let's start pulling that nose up.
That wasn't the softest landing I've seen.
Shut up. And see, they do rate your landings, and you do get less
Taxi to
XP.
parking and shut down your engine.
I thought it was a soft landing. What is she talking about? It was a steep landing. I wouldn't call it not soft. Oops. And then NeoFly, for example, also remembers the last place you flew from. So that's where you'll need to start your aircraft from. So everything is literally picking up where you left off on the previous flight. In many ways, I still think NeoFly version 3 was better. I liked the interface better. I liked a lot of the missions a bit more, but NeoFly version 4 is very nice. A great add-on to use with NeoFly would be Sky for Sim. I just did a review of that again a couple days ago. If you guys go check out my video on that, it's another good one. I think we'll just park it right over here. Wouldn't that be cool to just pull up somewhere and park your airplane? Where's my mouse? There we go.
Okay, pilot. The guests are leaving the aircraft now.
You might want to let me open the doors first. Let's get out of VR, shall we? There we go. Just makes it easier to navigate some of this stuff. It's one thing I don't like about Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think the mouse interface is one of the worst that I've ever seen.
Transporter. Disembarking finished. Have a nice day.
The mouse has always been really clunky in VR. Alright, let's make sure I got everything set here.
Engine now.
Alright, so that's it for... Oh, there we go. Now let's take a look and see what we got today. So, let's see here. So I got XP, a little extra, 5 extra SP. We got payment for mission. Okay. So we're at $12,000 now. Probably should add some fuel in this thing. Fuel usage 5.7 pounds. Airport fees $312. Total XP 23. Yeah, we're not getting very much XP. But I'll probably do some flights offline here, catch up a bit. So that way it gets more exciting for you guys. But let's see here. Let's go to... That's the other thing. You can buy or rent aircraft. It really depends on what you're doing. Manage fuel, so we can add some gas to it. 160 pounds, let's do that. Yep, 160 pounds. And what's cool, you can see NeoFly, oh, let me get that off there. NeoFly added the fuel for us. So you purchase your fuel in NeoFly, adds it to the aircraft. So now you're set for your next flight. Anyways, guys, so I hope to answer some of the questions as to why I chose NeoFly over some of the others. It's just, I think it's more entertaining, but it really depends on what it is that you're looking for in a particular scenario. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.